Well, hey guys, this is Spiffy Guy, and I just got done mowing the yard, so there's one thing to do, and that's strip. But don't get your hopes up. I'm not talking about taking my clothes off. I'm talking about stripping the coating off of this knife right here. And that's what we're doing on this episode of Gear, so stick around. Alright, so I have this Becker BK2 knife right here, and I wanted to take the coating. I don't know if you can see here that it's got a black coating on there, and as you use it, the coating kind of comes off. And it doesn't really look that great, so what I decided to do was I was going to take the handles off and go ahead and strip the coating off. I figured I'd bring you along with this, just so you can kind of see how I'm doing it. This stuff right here is the Kleen Strip Premium Stripper. It's designed to take paint, epoxy, and polyurethane off of wood, metal, and masonry. You can buy this at Walmart for, you know, like $5-6. And let me bring the camera around. I'll give you a little closer look at the Becker BK2 in case you don't know what it looks like. All right, so this is the Becker BK2. It's a very, very robust knife. It fits pretty well in my hand, and I'll tell you, the thing is a beast. It's a 1/4 inch width on it. The blade, I think, is about 4.5. I don't remember exactly. I'll put the little numbers down here, the total length and all that. This thing's like basically a sharpened crowbar, and a lot of folks like this knife for batoning and that sort of thing. There is pretty much no way that you're going to break this thing. It's just a hog. I bought it, and it came with this sheath right here. This little Kydex sheath, and it just kind of slides in there, you know, locks into place. I didn't particularly like this sheath. It was very difficult to take out, especially when it's cold out. I went ahead and made up this little leather sheath here, and it's got a little belt loop here, or you can dangle it with this little thing. And I got a little bit of shot cord as kind of a retainer. I like this this kind of like retainer like that. I think it's pretty nice. I did put a little bit of inner tube material, Ranger band, on the handle to kind of give it a little bit of a grip there. And you know, I'm kind of on the fence as to whether I like this knife or not. I think it does baton really well, and it's just a beast. But the problem I have with it is it just doesn't cut well enough for everything else. So it's kind of a hatchet replacement when you don't want to carry a hatchet, but it's kind of heavy. I think it weighs like a pound, and you know, you may be better off carrying a hatchet. So I'm kind of messing around with it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I might get rid of it, but I do want to take off this coating, this black powder coating or whatever that is on there. So we're gonna get the handles off and put the stripper on there. The handles are just held on by these little nuts and bolts. These are hex, and some people will go ahead and put a piece of tape across here and just strip the blade because they're worried that water will get underneath your scales here and rust out the steel. I'm not too concerned about that. I want to take the handles all the way off and strip the whole thing. All right, handles are off. You can see the inside here. These are 5/32 hex nuts and bolts, and the handles come off really easy. So we're gonna use this Kleen Stripper stuff, and we've got a little paint scraper. You want to wear some gloves, and we've got some steel wool in case we need to kind of rub and get in the corners and things. So let's go spray this stuff on. All right, so it's been about 10-15 minutes, and you can see right here I'm just kind of pushing with the paint scraper, and it's coming off real nice. It looks pretty clean. I don't see a whole lot of you know, spots that aren't coming up. So we'll go through and you know, kind of scrape all this up. I might need to get the steel wool in this area where the writing is. A lot of people have asked whether that's going to come off, and on mine it looks like it's laser etched into the metal there. So it's looking good. I'm pretty happy so far. All right, folks, so this is how it came out here. You can see that it stripped off all the black around here. I used steel wool to get into the holes here and the lanyard hole in the back, and it did pretty decent. It's still kind of dark, as you can see. The etching or whatever, the imprint of the writing here has a little bit of black in there, and that's okay. You could probably scrub that a little bit harder with the steel wool if you want to try to get in there. Overall, though, I'm pretty happy on it. I think it came out nicely. Left to do, I need to square this spine up a little bit better. I tried to do a little bit of filing here, as you can kind of see. It's worn there a little bit, but it doesn't scrape a fire steel very well. So I need to square up the spine on that, and then try to do a little bit of sharpening. This is a convex, I believe, sharpening, and I don't know if you can see that in there. There's a couple little nicks right there that I need to kind of work on out. But it's been kind of hard to sharpen compared to the Mora or something with a Scandi grind. So once I get it all set up and I'm ready to put it all back together, I'll go ahead and coat this area around in here with a little bit of Obanoff's, which is a beeswax. Even though it is a leather protectant, it does work well on creating a barrier for moisture on metal as well. So anyway, that is the stripped Becker BK2. So I appreciate you guys watching, and if you got any questions or comments, go ahead and stick them below. And until the next time, go out and have an adventure.